Okay. It's starting over here like this. Oh,
Oh,
We're going
what?
live, right?
we were going live. The setup set us up. It's supposed to be doing the video thing. Okay. So let me just get the video going.
Damn bastards.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, the Nate Bison here for another Out of Your Mind. Okay, that messed me up. Out of Your Mind Sunday night stream, y'all. And I'm here with my boys today, Mr. Mom Collectibles and the Dom Prime himself. How y'all doing today, everybody? Yo, what is up? What is up, guys?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Hey, what's going on?
Yo.
Just finishing up the last Magic case build and moving figures around. And like you called me, it's like I had one plan, and then when you start moving things around, it's like, you know what? Something completely opposite that I didn't even think about works even better. So
Your displays look gorgeous, by the way. Very,
Oh,
very
thank you.
jealous. Seeing them, being built up, they look really nice.
well, the scary thing is though, because I moved a couple things around and make a new. So I've got one small Magic case, the 6 scale one. That's basically going to be my whatever. I'll throw whatever in there. But then my main Star Wars one, all of a sudden I've got more space for 20th Sith and 40th Jedi. So
That's what I'm talking about.
Future proofing, see? That's what
Yeah,
you gotta do. You gotta
future-proof
future
it.
proof.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'll still have a little small area for like Mando, but at this point, I got Bo-Katan because she's now coupon and sale eligible.
I think
So
we
I
all
mean,
got it.
yeah, I mean, I have the Mandos I want. I'm gonna include the unmasked Boba Fett and just basically that whole area. At this point, I'm only gonna go for anything like because I know there's a third party potential Cara Dune. So if they make that, I'll grab that. But that's, I mean, short of anything amazing, I'm not gonna jump into like the 87 Mandos that are gonna get made or the 5 base and the 16 different armor kits.
Fair enough.
Nice. So I heard what Don was picking up this week. Mr. Mom, what you got going?
Well, I jumped on the Bo-Katan bandwagon, as I told you.
Mommy cakes! You
yeah.
order her?
She's been passed around, a lot.
Oh,
So,
damn,
obviously
daddy
jumped on the
chill. Daddy
She's a
chill.
barracks bunny then.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, so I got her, and then the battle damage to 85, which we'll talk about. I talked to you earlier today, Nate, and I was like, I'll wait. I was like, why wait? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
done. And then, I got my. I know it's third party, but I got my invoice paid for the 66 Cesar Romero Joker. So I got that invoice this morning.
Nice.
I was a little upset. I thought I didn't get first batch, but I mean, I think C&B got his also. Me and him, like same time, were like two happiest people. So we got those paid. So I'm happy I'm getting that one, coming in soon.
Speaking of CMB, he'll probably be back next week. He's spending time with his kids. So.
Yeah, of course. Yep. Family always more important.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, guys. If you got responsibility and priorities, those come first before figures, before hot toys. Make that clear.
Family before figures.
Yeah, no matter what deals are out there, okay? I'm on my damn mind with my purchases, okay? Because as of right now, I don't have any children that I'm aware of. Am I right?
Hey, that's my line. That's my line.
That's your line. That's true. That's true.
Well, you know what? When in that situation, you can be the victim.
Another thing, guys. So my throat is kicking my ass. Some bugs being passed around as of late. So, I know Mr. Mom got something, and then Local Luke got something.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly allergies. Yes, because through the summer I get hit with allergies. I actually was thinking of canceling my stream today because of how bad my throat is going through the crappers. But right now it's some medicine, and I'm good to go, baby. But I'm not gonna be as loud as I'm usually or reactive as I'm usual because I'm trying to not kill myself in the stream, But Iron King is asking, Nate, are we going to see a Shazam or John Wick pre-order this week? As much as I enjoyed the Shazam movie, if but financially, it's bad. It's not doing. It's doing horrible financially.
Yeah.
Shazam is not like, how you say? It's not like the Morbius treatment where Jared Leto pushes more, I guess, figures at this point for his star power. Zachary Levi, he's cool, but he's not no Jared Leto at this point. To make Hot Toys want to go and make a figure. I will keep the faith strong. I would love a Shazam figure because I want to support Zachary Levi, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to keep faith strong because I would like a Shazam figure. But John Wick, though, of course that's going to happen. Like, Secret Base got freaking posters up for John Wick. Hell, they announced that they're working on a John Wick line earlier this year on their video presentation.
January 1st, the special line. So here's the thing. Not only are we going to see John Wick, we're going to see a Donnie Yen figure. So here's conspiracy tinfoil hat time. So if they're going to do a Donnie Yen, what about an actual Baze 2.0, a Cherry 2.0, and then we actually get the real Baze that we should have gotten.
So 3 years from now, you know what comes out? 10-year anniversary of Rogue One.
And again, season 2 of Andor is going to take basically every 3-episode arc is going to be 1 year. So
really? Wow.
Yeah, because when they went in, because Disney originally wanted it to be 5 full years, and Terry Gilroy and everyone else was like, no, we're going to do it. First season is 1 like full year essentially, or 18 months. And then basically each 3-episode arc is going to be anywhere from 8 months to a year and a half. So generally speaking, it's a year, but it could be, some are going to be more condensed or time-wise than others. And it's going to probably lead up to certain events. And they did say basically it's going to be like how Rogue One ended right at, the start of A New Hope. Supposedly the last episode of Andor is going to lead directly into the start of Rogue One. So who could that, at that point I'm thinking maybe we see Melshi and K2, for all we know, jump on a starship with a few other Rebel Pathfinders to go rescue Jyn on Wobani.
We'll see what happens, man. Honestly, I would like some figures to come out from Andor as well as Sheridan Week coming back for a 2.0 because I know that if they come out with base, they're going to have to drop a 2.0 Sheridan Week. That's if no buts about it. But either way, let me see what happened for me as well. Oh, so my waitlist converted for freaking Peacemaker. I was like, yes! Nice. Yes! The Sideshow gods had graced me with an opportunity waitlist conversion on Peacemaker. That's a piece I was looking at other stores because they're still available at other places. But for me, I wanted to get it at Sideshow. And I was like, okay, I'll play the wait game, see if the waitlist conversion happens. And I kept the faith strong, and faith has been delivered for me. So, guys, keep the faith strong. I know some people are out there with their waitlist conversions on R2-D2 and all the Star Wars characters. Keep the faith strong. Believe, y'all. Believe. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like, I didn't even think my waitlist conversion was going to happen for Peacemaker because I was so late to the game. And here we are. It happened. Mm-hmm. So, hey, Loco Lou is in the house. What's up, Loco?
What's pop? Oh, I feel it. It's going around.
So we got coughing and we got the computer freezing at the same time. It was like that wasn't a good intro.
What's buffering, people?
What's buffering, people? Yeah, I know. What's popping, people?
What's popping, man?
Battle Damage 85 for 32% off. I know I did.
Oh man, you waited long enough.
You know what? You guys are digging it in my heart. I bought it,
Dude, I had to get it. Oh, for that price tag? I was like, what?
$300, dude. $300 out the gate. That's how much it is. I pulled my trigger a little too early at the 25%, which I had out the gate $375. But we'll see what happens. I might see if I can get it lower, but you never know. And what happened to Lou? And Lou's back. There you go. Okay. Lou's back. Okay.
Yeah.
So congratulations for those that waited this long. I can't believe that this occurred. I'm like, damn, they went far beyond 30%. This is the first time I've seen a figure hit this low for Hot Toys at Sideshow. The only other time that you would see a percentage that low would be buy one get one for 50% off, and that's the only way to do it. You have to buy a figure in full to get a 50% off, right?
All right. Well, I was going to say, and Loco's probably going to remember as soon as I mention this. So, Big Bad Toy Store, they were trying to clear out, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. Now, under a distributor contract, Sideshow states that the retail stores, they legally cannot discount their figures besides a few dollars. So, what Big Bad Toy Store did to circumvent that is, if you bought certain Hot Toys figures, depending on what they were, they gave you a gift card. That was good for a year. Now, you bought Igor, like Iron Man 3 Igor, you got a $300 gift card.
Yep.
So you were essentially getting Igor for $200 with a $300 gift card for the rest of the year. So that's the only time I can remember anything, like literally they were 60% off.
Liquidation, bro. That's what it is. Is a way to liquidate, also counting losses without breaking contract.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's what it boils down to.
Everybody, let me know in the comment section, guys, if the music is too loud. If you can't hear us properly, I can lower the music just a tad bit more. Just let me know, guys. What do you think of the music? Is it too loud?
I just down a little bit.
You want to down it just a little bit?
Shit.
Just down it a little bit.
Yeah, try that first.
All right. There we go.
I can't hear nothing, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's better.
Maybe it's because I'm using mobile.
Lower the tunes. There you go. That's better. There you go. Yep, I just lowered it. That sounds better to me right there. Yeah, that's perfect.
I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The shield, it's kind of like it's that cheap plastic. It's like kind of like, why did you even go through the effort to mold it if you're not going to use the proper material?
Well, here's the thing, Don. The good thing about it is that they don't upcharge you for the shield. That's the good thing. It's the same price as a regular edition Mark 85 Battle Damage. There's no upcharge to it. So they necessarily do. I get what you're saying though, but I would have been a little bit more, because I tested out the shield. I'm like, damn, this is flimsy as hell. Like, damn, this would have pissed me off if I had to spend deluxe price on a shield. At least it's only Hot Toys was smart. They knew what they were doing here. Like, okay, it's going to be a cheap little knockoff thing for the Iron Man Mark 85, but let's not overcharge people. Let's just put it as the same price as a collector edition, which they did. Because this would have been out of your damn mind. Like, Hot Toys,
does this one come up? Are they giving you the updated head sculpt automatically with it now, or are you still getting the...
That's the Mark 85 clean. The clean one is the one.
This one's got the... All right. It's like I said, it's been a long time since... like Battle Damage, all like the 85s even been talked about in my book, that I totally forgot that which one had the Tony Stank issue. I remember it was the clean one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
clean.
I mean, and the funny thing is, a lot of people don't realize once they get the Battle Damage Mark 85 in hand and they, start displaying with it, they're gonna look around and then all of a sudden they're gonna be like, crap, I'm gonna need to go get, Iron Patriot 2.0, or they're gonna need to get Rescue, or they're gonna need to get Infinity War Endgame Spider-Man, Iron Spider. So, I mean, this is almost like an addiction piece for certain people, especially if this, maybe their first Iron Man, or this is going to be like a centerpiece display for the whole snap. So, I mean, just be careful if you're getting this on sale, because you're going to get this and then you're going to want the accompanying pieces to go for that, endgame display.
Yeah. I feel that this is a perfect opportunity for collectors that have not picked up their first Mark 85. This is a perfect price right here. 32% off, $300 for a full-on head sculpt Mark 85.
And $5 shipping. We talked about that, Nate. Everyone talks about the shipping. $5 shipping on this.
Exactly. Even double box, they'll bring it up to $9.
I mean, that shipping for me, I know personally, from West Coast to East Coast, I'm pushing probably $25 to $30. Yep. So right there, that's saving me money also. So this is definitely a steal. Like, it was $303, and then you got to put up the tax and shipping. All right, I get it, but like $5 shipping, I mean, this is definitely. And I think we talked about it, Nate. I mean, you could wait for 40, you could wait more. It's like playing roulette. But like, to be honest with you, anyone who got this and then a better deal comes out, this is a steal. So like I said, when we talked about it, I jumped on it right away when I got off the phone with you.
Yeah, you can get this. Yeah, this 303 price, right? 32% off. I've seen this price before at other retailers, and also other third parties like Toys Wonderland. They were marking this down like hella cheap, but you have to play the risk game with Toys Wonderland. This is Toys Wonderland pricing right here. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, the only place I could potentially see if they still have it in stock cheaper, and it's due to the fact they're in Australia and their new battery law, is Pop Culture.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
remember,
nearly 50% off, right?
Well, I don't know what the price is, but I know I got my rescue from them for like ship for like 160, 170. So, because again, because of the law, anything that has batteries in the package, they can't ship anywhere inside the country of Australia. Every sale now for a hot toy with battery has to be international, unless it's the new USB powered figures. So,
Oh wow, so wow, faith has been strong for collectors, man. The Thor 2941 got himself a weightless conversion. Hit him. I got notified for weightless heavy weapons clone trooper with bar speeder with sidecar weightless conversion. Congratulations! Congratulations on the weightless conversion. I hope you're able to purchase it real quick. That's pretty cool, man. Wow. Ah, man, that's freaking awesome. Wow. I know people are waiting for those clones to convert because collectors weren't expecting those to hit, weightless so soon. And that's a lot of figures these days. So, because we're on this train on talking about the Mark 85 battle damage and the all these discounts and what have you, and why this hasn't sold out yet, why these figures have not hit, why these figures are, hitting the whole overbatched at this point. Because unfortunately, Sideshow did purchase or overproduce at this point batches on Hot Toys between 2020 and 2021. The thing is, between the years of 2020 and 2021, there was an influx of collectors that came into play, right? These influx of collectors that came into play were a lot of the Steamy collectors that came in. And that pretty much inflated the market by the numbers that were inflated gave a wrong impression of how many collectors out there are willing to go in this game. So, unfortunately, with the current state of things, we've definitely lost collectors out there, right? But again, it's not Hot Toys, but Sideshow, and not only Sideshow, but other companies made this same mistake with the inflated numbers. Magic Card the Gathering, Funko Pops, trading cards. Lots of companies, not only Syscale, made this same mistake.
Error.
Made the same error because it was inflated numbers. They thought was the real, exact ratio of what's going on with collectors coming into play. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So now Vader has joined the chat. Okay, who sounded like Vader?
That was me.
Yeah, I'm muted the whole time, so it wasn't me. I'm muted.
Okay, I guess
Was
it's
it
you,
me?
Lou. I guess it's you.
Do I sound like Vader?
dun 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 dun.
So
No.
a few people message who's breathing heavy into the mic. I'm like, it ain't me because I know I have a cough, so I'm staying muted unless I speak.
Yeah, and
I was
I'm still
drinking,
talking.
so.
Vader is in the B. So the reason why we have these figures that still are not selling out is because it was overproduced at this point because of the inflated numbers. It gave the wrong impression for it gave the wrong impression for companies out there, especially Sideshow. The assumption that there was this actual these actual collectors that were coming in dropping money galore through their stimmy checks. It's not only Hot Toys. It was more than that. It was trading cards, Funko Pops. Funko Pops is getting hit hard. They had to get rid of $30 million worth of stock or back stock at this point that they couldn't sell because it was all this inflated numbers.
And a lot of those people are listing their whole collections on buy and sell trade groups, getting out of the hobby.
Iron King is asking, you saying Sideshow is going to throw hot toys in landfill like Funko? If so, tell me the address. Iron King, I don't think they're going to go that far, but they will literally go up to 32% off on a damn figure for you. So, yeah.
No, Nate. They're going to use the same landfill in New Mexico that all the Atari ET video game cartridges are buried. It's an industry secret.
Wow. So I want to go down the list and see what you guys thought. So, Mr. Mom, what's your thoughts on this?
I mean, I got it. I mean, I think it's a great piece. It's one of, you know, I'm a huge Iron Man fan, but it's one of 3 figures. It's one of 3 of my last Iron Man figures I'm getting, and then I'm kind of cutting ties with Iron Man. I have enough in the background. I have a whole shelf dedicated to him. But I'm getting this one, Mark 1, and then Mark 3. So after that, it's done. But it's a great piece, you know, and also, you know, obviously over purchasing it from Sideshows is one of the main reasons why it's sitting, but also maybe because I know there's a lot of people, you know, wants the clean version over the battle damage too. That probably didn't help the situation either, you know, because you had this and then you also had a clean version, which is it's just doubling to the issue that, you know, you're overbuying, plus you're overbuying on 2 versions of the same figure, which isn't going to help a lot of people out. So it's those factors which, you know, it's going to sit a while, but I don't know if we're going to see it go. Do you really think you're going to see this thing go under 300? 303 is probably the lowest I think we're going to see it.
Honestly, I could see close to 40% at this point. Yeah.
During their next event or even Monday.
But even when we're talking a 10% difference, it's still a steal. You know,
it's still a steal.
Or even 8%. You know, it's a 32. You're talking 8% difference. It's still a steal. And then the other thing is, what if they do 40% off, but then you got to pay full retail for shipping? Full shipping. It's like, you know, you gotta. I don't think there's ever such thing as a good deal. It's just you got to do what's right for you in your situation, and if you can afford this, you have till 12 p.m. tomorrow to pull the trigger. You know, basically.
Yep.
And then a better deal might come out. You never know. It's like roulette. It is what it is. You know.
Well, aren't the Sideshow rewards points for the birthday celebration supposed to hit tomorrow as well? So
thanks, Don. Thanks for reminding me because I should have waited till tomorrow and used my $10. I mean, $10 is what.
But here's the thing. What I'm saying
right,
is,
though.
what time are they gonna hit though?
Yeah, no. It'd be funny if they hit it like 12:01.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I'm thinking, you know, they may time that so where people are waiting for this. And then they get their legs cut out. They essentially get ninjaed because
I mean, if I was Sideshow, I would release the points at 12:01 with a brand new set of deals for tomorrow, and let this be its own separate thing. That's just me.
Yeah. So, Don, what's your thoughts on it? I know we've been talking about it for months, literally years now. The overstock of these figures, and unfortunately, I think honestly, it's Sideshow. They looked at the numbers. They got tricked by the numbers of inflated collectors coming into play with the stimmy checks. And it's true. A lot of these collectors were going out saying that they were buying these figures with stimmy checks. I've seen the posts. It was hilarious. Yep. So I can imagine how many more collectors went in or brand new collectors came into play with the stimmy checks just to buy figures. And then now they're not, you know, some of them aren't even probably most of them are not here at this point. But I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the people who got the stimulus checks. It's free money, and then they're going to dip their toe into something that they normally wouldn't have because they have the funds to do so. You know, so essentially, for lack of a better word, they're tourists. So, I mean, this price is great. I do potentially see this going down for $285 or $289 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not that much of a difference, but it's a psychological breaking point. Because, again, the actual difference between, you know, 289, 285, and 303 financially is not that much. But psychologically, you know, if you can get it under that $300 mark, even if you have to pay shipping and tax, if you get that figure, even at $299, you feel better mentally, you know, knowing you got that for $300. You know, so again, there's a whole business side to this too as well. So again, I see this potentially going lower, but no lower than 285. And if they do 285, then they'd probably do the actual full retail shipping, like Mr. Mom is saying. So there is, you know, a potential offset.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, yes, but it benefits the collectors that have waited this long to make this purchase, and more power to you guys. For me, if I don't get this for 32% off, I'm purchased this a few days ago for 25%. If I don't get this for 32% off tomorrow, I'm fine with 25%. I'm out the door at 375. No skin off my back. But for collectors out there that waited this long for a proper trigger pull, this is your trigger pull right here if you want to. So 32% off ain't too bad. Just like Local Lou, he pulled the trigger on 30. So why didn't you go for 25? But you went to 32. What happened there? Like, what drove you not to go 25?
Like Mr. Mom said, it was the timing position where my money was at the point in time, because I'm literally at the tail end of paying off the Iron Patriot Rescue and the 85 Clean. So I could literally push this back up a month or two and pay it out that way. And the thing is this, that's like what, $85 a month? Come on. When's the next time you're gonna get an Iron Man figure, let alone the Iron Man, the one that is the end all be all Iron Man, the hero we know and love, sacrifice moment, be for $300. $300. The price tag for a standard hot toy at this point in time. A standard hot toy that comes with nothing but hands. That.
Yep. That's true. Local Lou, you're right. You're right. Some of these figures come in, even the holographic Iron Man, it doesn't even come with the head sculpt, and they're asking for what, 370? How much was it? 375 for the holographic?
303 is like Cobb Vanth money right now, man.
Well, and the thing is, this thing actually, because I have it like other people do here. This comes with so many different accessories, so many changeable parts, including the actual change-out hand, which is the gauntlet. So you get a whole bunch of accessories. You get a whole bunch of different setups. So, I mean, this would essentially be a higher-end Iron Man based on the accessories and the head sculpt. So, I mean, the fact that this is literally... I mean, you're paying basically 2023 base figure money now, like Loco's saying.
Yeah, so if you look at that, plus it's the exclusive edition, the one that comes with the plastic shield, the clear shield.
Well, we already talked about that, so
right. Like, but
it sucks.
It may suck, but that is still something that would change the value. If someone takes care of their stuff, regardless if it sucks or not, it doesn't diminish the value of it. Because it's a limited edition piece. You know what I mean? It's a piece that only comes with that figure. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
It's like the holograms.
I understand the sentiment, but it's not a hologram.
It's my opinion. Let me get it out. It's my opinion. It's like the holograms. You can have all the candies in the world. You're not going to display all of them. You're not going to. It's not going to fit in your display. Majority of it's going to sit in your box or it's going to sit in your tub. You're not going to have
storage,
all of it displayed through a hand or through a hollow deck where all your pieces are shown up. There's just too many. There's just too many. Yeah. It doesn't serve the purpose other than that one moment that you're trying to recreate. Granted, you can recreate the moment, but if that's not your shtick, then it's not your shtick. If you know how to display and are careful with your stuff, because that flimsy plastic is no different than the plastic on these swords. You know what I'm saying? It's going to break if you're not careful. Well, like I said, it's up to the collector individual.
I get what Loco's saying as well. Most of the accessories just sit in your box. But I also get what Don is saying. They could have done better with the hologram, because I've tested the hologram. I've held it in my hands before. And I'm like, damn, they really cheapened out on this piece. But the good thing is, they don't upcharge you for that exclusive piece. It's the same price. It's the same price as you would pay for a collector edition. And I would be with Don on this one. If they had thrown this in for a deluxe piece and upcharge you like $30-$40 for a flimsy ass plastic, like they did with the roly-poly freaking Darth Vader helmet for DX Bespin, I would have been livid. I would have been so livid. But I'm like, but good thing they did it this way, because this would have pissed me off.
And that's where we agree at. It serves the same purpose as that, because it's not essential. It's not an essential piece. Like literally, if you get the deluxe Mandalorian Luke, and you get the Moff Gideon ship, really, who's going to display that? Think about that. Who's going to display that, ship? It's not that important.
Yo, I was planning on doing that, man. Thanks for ruining my display.
How dare you, Local? How dare you?
He's messing with me. He's messing with me.
Ooh, you're pointing
it was either going to be me or him.
You're pointing the wrong way.
I am this way because here it's backwards. If that's the case.
Yeah, local Lou's like, listen. Hey, listen.
Listen. Well, over here it's a little funny because it's not like StreamYard where there's a delay that I'm receiving over here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay with this new setup with Umix. There's some things I do like about it, but that's why I'm going to bounce around between StreamYard and Umix, because there is benefits with StreamYard I like, and then Umix got some nice stuff. Like, I could play music, I could do all this, so I don't mind the feature of a Umix, but I do like the damn freaking I do like StreamYard as well, so I'm going to be bouncing around from both until I make a decision on which one I'm going to spend the money on full price. It's pretty much $20 a month for this. It's not too bad. It's definitely a lot more features than you do with $25 with StreamYard. Let me see what else I was going to bring up. So this is a good question from Iron King. I gotta dig through the comments, but your thoughts. Which will be the next figure you think will get hit 32% off? For me, I'm thinking anything Iron Man is up for grabs. Rescue 32%.
Patriot.
Iron Weapon 32%.
The holographic Iron Man.
Holographic Iron Man 32%. That's what I'm thinking.
The holographic going Amazon prices $29.99.
Hold on, I got one better for you. That the neon tech war machine.
I hate you. You know why? Because I did buy that for like free shipping. That's all I did. Free shipping on it. I wish I waited long enough to buy that for 25% off last week.
Was it 25% off last week or was it 30?
30. Yes, 30. Yes.
Because I got mine for 30, brother. I got that one locked in.
I'll tell you this. How's this? For Marvel, Taskmaster. For Star Wars, Shore Trooper Grunt.
Dude.
For 32%?
Yeah, those are my two predictions. Star Wars and Marvel.
Dude,
Marvel would be Taskmaster. Star Wars would be the Shore Trooper Grunt, or possibly the Commander, Stormtrooper Commander, because they overbought those.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd love to know Sideshow's on-hand quantity of all those figures. So, like the Neon Tech War Machine, Captain Marvel, the holographic Mark IV, even like the Mando and the Chrome Mando. All those.
So hey,
cycled ones that just keep going on discounts left and right.
Hey, Mr. Mom, I got some news for you with that. So, the Chrome Mando, the original one, deluxe set.
Yeah.
At the time when I spoke to Sideshow about that, they told me they had over 30,000 pre-orders.
Oh my god!
Alone on the deluxe Mando.
Yeah, I got the same intel.
Wow.
30,000 pre-orders, and can you imagine how inflated the numbers were for everything 2020 and 2021 pre-orders?
And just there was over 10,000 just on the standard one that didn't come with Grogu. So there were over. So basically, there were 40,000 units.
Yeah,
with many more well on the way.
I saw people actually using those, which isn't a bad idea because those are like me that got a replacement from Sideshow. I remember I got the new Chrome Mando and I broke, the foot was broke. They sent me a whole other body with all armor and everything. I see those going on eBay for easily $150, $200. Like you could tell that they're bodies that were just sold. But like I see people buying those Chrome plates and just putting it on their old best cars, upgrading the armor and keeping it that way. They're totally satisfied.
Hey Thule, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Thule saying hello, guys. Thule saying
what's
hello.
up, Thule? What's up, guy?
Yeah. So at this point, if it's not blue screen, you probably want to wait it out and see if you get hit with a 30% off.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, for 2020, 2021 pre-orders, anything past that, they've been going on wait lists because Sideshow has made the corrections. They learned from their mistakes. They didn't get hyped up with the numbers, right? Of the 2020 pre-orders, because the numbers weren't correct going forward. Because look what happened now. Collectors left the game. Collectors quit out. They were selling their figures that they bought recently within the 2 years of the pandemic. They started selling it on eBay or Facebook marketplaces. I was there again. I was there 3,000 years ago watching this unfold. I was a collector that didn't come in with the 2020 stimmies. I came in at 2019 when Endgame happened. That was my motivation to get into Hot Toys, was Endgame. So I was not involved. I'm still part of New Bloods, right? But I was not involved with the whole stimmy situation because a lot of these collectors
You were not there in the year 3000.
You were not there.
BC.
I'm going to say this. This is Nate's fault that I have an addiction to Hot Toys. I'm blaming Nate, the whole Geekin Out crew. I blame all of y'all. I blame Mr. Moms. I blame Hot Toys Hotline. I blame all of y'all. Y'all all enablers, but I still love y'all.
I don't know how I'm a stimmy collector. I don't know how I enabled anybody.
Nah, man, because
I was just smart and switch. I was just smart and knew how to duck and dodge and switch my game up, so I didn't burn out.
Yeah,
exactly. See, we all find a way to not get burnt out, and I think that's the hardest part.
Yo, Cyborg is. Oh, by the way, not to switch up, but Cyborg Collector is still blue screen, man.
Yeah, I'm still gonna wait it out and see how things progress with Monday because it happened during the weekend.
Yep.
You know, when blue screens happen on the weekend, it usually like a false flag, like it was a glitch in the system. Yeah.
DeLorean.
Yeah. Oh, you know, these thumbs are official. That's right. Why do people keep blaming me? I'm a noob. I'm a new guy into this game. Why you keep blaming the new guy? I had nothing to do with your purchases, okay? You do you with your money, okay? I had nothing to do with it. I'm a newbie, man. I'm just a survivor. I survived the 2020 gang, okay? I survived, all right? That's all I am.
He says, I survived.
I survived, okay?
Well, you might have survived, but your wallet didn't.
What wallet? You
never had my wallet. Yeah, Loco. Yes. Preach, Loco. I never had my wallet.
That's Uncle Howie's wallet.
None of us had our wallet.
Oh, damn.
Howie's we're all reversed.
Howie's like this. Give me
good.
Give me. And basically, Howie is like George Jetson's wife in the intro. Just like, yes, to have a little bit of money just to hold the pre-order. You see that wallet? Thank you very much.
Yep.
His wife, Judy.
Yeah. Good times. 115 people watching. Hit that subscribe button, guys, and hit that like. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it. That does help with the algorithm. I do appreciate it. So and Megalodon, yes. So it's quite interesting. What's going on with 2022 and 2023 with what we've been seeing. All these deals happening. Like right now, Sideshow is adopting TW discounts. So it's out of your damn mind at this point. 32% off. This is the first time I've seen Mark 85 or in general Hot Toys this low. The only time I've seen Hot Toys this low for Sideshow is the buy one get one for 50% off. You know, so I'm like, damn, this is out of your damn mind at this point. But going forward, should you wait it out for a better deal? What is at this point your pull the trigger moment? For me, it's between 25 and 30 for me. So
I thought it was free shipping.
What's up?
I thought it was free shipping for you.
Free shipping, but I gotta sprinkle that 25% off though. I gotta sprinkle
it's no tax. Oh wait, that's every day.
Oh, you gonna rub that in?
Yeah, damn. I sold this Iron Man when it came out to someone for $600. Iron King, damn.
Damn, Iron King.
That's you know what that price is, Iron King? That is Toys Wonderland day one batch prices there.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh damn.
So I would say it depends on the situation. As you know, I have a wedding coming up, so that destination wedding is costing me a grip, and I'm still placing pre-orders, but I'm strategically placing them. Like I had every single trooper that was for 30% off in my cart the day of the birthday sale. And I did not pull the trigger because I was doing the checks and balances of the budget checks. And I'm like, this is gonna hurt me financially. I will never financially recover from this. And it's serious because that means it puts me in a debt deficit, which I do not want to be in. I don't want to be there. I want to make sure that I'm able to sustain my collection. Also, make sure that I don't have to say no, take back NRDs and all that other stuff. That's too much of a headache and a waste of time. Instead of doing that, play the waiting game and know your collection. It's like it's easy to say, "Oh yeah, I got it for the deal. I got it for the deal." But if there's not enough space in your collection for it, or your space is not finite enough where you already know how your collection looks, if it's mainly Marvel or Star Wars, you got to know your stuff. Like mine's is mainly Clone Wars and Mando. So yes, it justifies for Mandalorian, but there's other things that take precedent over these deals right now. And that's family, that's the wedding, and that is Iron Man Mark 85, which, good thing I held back because now the funds that I could put into that goes into the Iron Man. So
I got you. So Local Loop brought up one of the rules of Nate's rules, right? Rule number 1, know Nate's rules. Rule number 2, know your collection. And rule number 3, collect your way. If you're cool with pre-ordering figures and not jumping in the bandwagon for discounts, more power to you. You go for that. For me, it will be between 25-30% and that free shipping to make me pull that trigger, especially that 25 and 30%. That'll be my first green flag, green light to go make this purchase for in stock items. Anyway, that's for me anyway. 25 and 30% off. And that's for me going forward with in-stock items at Sideshow. Don, what's your strategy going forward with in-stock items at Sideshow? Something you really want to get, but you're waiting for that juicy daily deal.
I mean, the thing is, stormtroopers are always a great thing. If I see the Chrome Stormtrooper go, even for 25% off, I'm probably going to grab that.
Okay. Nice.
I had the clone that came in. It had the QC defects. So I'm kind of hesitant to jump in it again. But if I see it at that price, I'm willing to jump in and take it. So, but again, like we've discussed, generally if there's a figure I want, I pre-order it if I know about it. So just an example, like RoboCop. I think I have one more payment to make, and then it's already paid off.
Ooh, speedy on the draw there, brother.
So
I'm really hoping that Snowspeeder Luke does hit 25% off. That'll be my go-to to purchase it twice. So I do want an army build in the Snowspeeder Luke. I want to have 2 different ones. I want the one with the helmet and then one with his head sculpt. And I also want to use the hair for Snowspeeder Luke on my DX Luke Skywalker from Mandalorian, which has been proven, has been confirmed that you could use previous hairs from Luke Skywalker's with your Return of Jedi, Mandalorian Luke Skywalker DX. You can use various hairs, so from previous Luke Skywalkers. So that's
so awesome. You can use the farm boy Luke hairstyle with his little sun hat.
That'd
be funny.
So it's basically it's day drinking Mando Luke.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my God, that'd be funny.
That's funny. We talked about that when Mando Luke was announced.
Yeah.
And we was talking about the wig swaps and stuff like that, especially when Bespin Luke came out. Because it looks like it's the same head sculpt. Is it the same head sculpt? Can we switch wigs? Can we wig swap? And dude, if that's the case, man, you could put that blaster helmet on anything.
Yep. No, that's crazy, man. I'm like, that was a good collector decision. That was Hot Toys being a collector, because they know that various collectors out there that did buy all the Lukes and did buy all the hairstyles. So they were like, they considered that they were considering that option for collectors to swap out the hairs. That was cool, Hot Toys. I gotta give you that. I gotta give props on that, Hot Toys. You were making consideration for collectors out there that did buy all the Lukes, and they have various hairs, so you can switch them out. And I'm gonna show you guys right now that you can. Let me see. Let me show you guys the
Breezy
actual.
hair looks good. The windy hair.
Yeah.
Windswept
That's
head.
the best look. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one right there. That's the best look.
There you go.
Well, it almost seems like when Hot Toys did the original Farm Boy Luke, they kept the master mold because a lot of the points where you actually do all the interchangeable parts, whether it be the different hairs or the different parts to put the helmet on for Snowspeeder, it looks like it's 5% the same base mold, which allows them to have that interchangeability. Which, again, like you're saying, someone thought this out. There was a plan and put in place. So that's why they can basically do that, because it's, the facial structure is the same. They're just working on the actual face itself, the visual aspects. But the dimensions are pretty much the same through the 3 movies.
Yeah, I gotta give it to props to Hot Toys for considering this, because they could have easily made this DX Luke Skywalker and not be able to swap out the hairs. That right there is a Return of the Jedi swap out. Right there. That is the body and head sculpt of the DX Luke Skywalker with the Return of the Jedi Deluxe hairstyle. So, yeah, I gotta give props to Hot Toys for this one. I'm like, damn, they really considered for collectors out there, like a option for collectors. This is really cool. I can't wait to get mine and play around with the different hairstyles.
Hey Nate,
Mr. Mom, what's up?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if you're not gonna use that green lightsaber, that CCFL with Grievous, guess what? You have green CCFL now for Mando Luke.
Ooh, Don, your music's my ears, my guy. Your music.
So you got a CCFL now for Luke.
Nice, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, because you'll break Grievous
cool.
if he has to hold up CCFLs. You'll break him even more.
Wow, that's pretty cool, Mr. Mom Collectibles. What's your thoughts on the Luke Skywalker swappable hair now?
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Oh, you're back.
I think I froze. Sorry about that. No, it looks great. It's just funny how I think a lot of people are going to go on eBay and Monkey Depot and all of a sudden start trying to buy the wigs. They're
going wig shopping.
Or people will sell them. I know what I have. I know the value of this thing. Someone's going to want it. But it does. It looks great because, I know the hairstyle. The hairstyle is just very dated. I know it's what it was. It's in the 70s, the 80s. Is that the hairdo? I love this winded look, though. I just like that look overall.
Yeah,
it just looks really great. It just looks something different than what you always see Luke seeing. With the kind of the hair in the front.
And
so I like this look a lot. It's really cool.
Yeah.
That I'm here. Sorry about that. I like it overall. It looks real great. It looks great.
Now, and also, Mr. Mom, since I got you on the mic, so what will be your trigger pull on a in-stock figure going forward?
25-30%.
Really? Okay. 25-30%.
But it also depends on where I'm at with my existing pre-orders. Like right now, I have enough wiggle room where I technically don't owe anything this whole month. So I'm paying ahead. Like I'm paying April's pre-orders now. So I'm trying to give myself some wiggle room that if something comes up, I have my eye on the Return of the Jedi, Scout Trooper, and Speeder. That's what I want. I think it's $505. So I'm waiting on that to drop. Maybe that one I want with like a lower shipping. Like I'd like to see that with $25 with $5 shipping, which I don't know what I'll see. But I almost pulled the trigger on the Mando Scout Trooper and Speeder. It was like 3 something. I was talking to Connor. Connor had both of them, and I would prefer Return of the Jedi because I have a Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper already, and I personally like OT stuff better. So between the two, I'd rather have the Return of the Jedi version. So I opted to wait. It's not a priority, but if it came up on discount and it was right, I have enough wiggle room to pull the trigger. And as Iron King just said, 50% on another DeLorean. Sign me up, baby. I'll take 50%.
You know what's funny?
All
yo, you know what's funny? That's pop culture and Toys Wonderland discount prices right there. But either way, I did like Iron King's comment earlier. He said,
You got a bunch of them. Which one? You got a bunch
yeah,
of them.
no. He said one I really liked. He's like, when will Hot Toys release the Nate Meister Gundam hat hairstyle to put on my Luke Skywalker? I'm like, yo, I'll be the first one to pre-order that. I wouldn't buy Luke Skywalker with the Gundam hat. Yeah.
Wait, where's Connor to say, Mars Toys, make it happen? Mars Toys, we need a Geekin Out crew. Stat.
Yes. Oh my God. That'd be hilarious, man. But, guys, already this hair looks way better. Dark Dress, yeah, this is the Return of Jedi hairstyle. So I have it. I have it right here, right behind me. The Return of Jedi deluxe set and the regular set of Luke Skywalker that came out years ago, but even before the deluxe set. That's the one with the brown. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the deleted scene hairstyle. Again, if anyone hasn't seen the deleted scenes, this is specifically after they rescued Han and they're going back to the Falcon and the X-Wing. They're going through a sandstorm. So that's part of the reason why the DX set has this hairstyle, goggles, and like a poncho, because again, they're doing a lot of deleted scenes as the bonus accessories.
Oh, okay. So I like Collector's Chris comment. I'm still waiting on Stacks on Racks t-shirt. I'm working on that one. I have an idea of what I'm going to do with that one. But Iron King, damn. I'm still waiting for Anime Nate t-shirt eating cakes. Oh, my God. So I can imagine Captain Puerto Rico with a whole bunch of cakes. Like, damn.
Oh, no, you need chocolate cake. You need vanilla cake. You need...
Yeah.
It's like a buffet. You just need a buffet of cakes.
All the flavors, my guy. All the flavors.
My head went in a dark place. Bad Loco.
I gotta keep it PG, guys. I gotta keep it PG.
I know.
Yeah.
I kind of bit my tongue there, just like, okay, Loco, don't say
that. No. I gotta keep the shirt PG. I gotta keep that shirt PG.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say wasn't PG.
Family channel. We tell you how families are made.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Like we're the Discovery Channel of collecting.
Ah, wow. That's the Discovery Channel collect. You out of your damn mind. Wow, that's funny. That's funny. But all right, let me go back over here on this setup here. Let me see where we're going here. There we go. So, all right, guys, we're gonna be moving on to our next discussion. We're done with the Mark 85 battle damage discussion. We're done with the Luke Skywalker discussion. If you're looking to purchase a Mark 85 battle damage, you want to support the channel, hit the link down below. If you guys do want to make that purchase at 32% off, use the link down below on the description if you guys want to make that purchase. If you do want to make this purchase later on for the 40% off, I'm like, damn, will that happen? Will that happen? Wow. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Honestly, I would not be surprised if the Mark 85 battle damage hits 40%, and I'll be okay. If I'm able to get this 32% off on the Mark 85 battle damage, at that point I'm nickel or diamond. At that point, if I go past 32, I'm like, I'll be fine with 32. Like $300 out the door for Mark 85 battle damage, that's fine for me. That is fine for me. But for those of you that do want to stick around for the 40 and 50% off, hey, I wish you the best at that point. I wish you that discount. I do. Hey, your success is my success, guys. All right, done.
So Nate, what do you think? Iron Strange, do you think they'll go right to 25% rather than any 15 or 20?
Let's go,
No, I'll take that all day.
Money. Take my money. 25% off. Yo, I'm I'm salivating on the thought of 25% off Iron Strange. Just salivating on it. If the Mark 50 hit freaking 25 to 30% off during its discount days, it's going. The Iron Strange is going to hit that
with the free accessory kit as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would love it. Listen, please do that and do that for the armorized Deadpool. I'll get me a second one, please.
CSI Grissom, Nate, your voice, homie. I don't know, man. I'm about to go sick again. My voice is getting worse, but I get so excited. That's why I didn't want to do this stream, because I get excited. Damn it. Oh, man.
Yeah, and look. Oh. Where's Nate? Where's Nate?
Oh, oh my God.
Oh, he's back.
Am I back?
Nate's
Am I back?
losing his sanity. He's losing his voice. He's losing his sanity. He's losing...
Oh my God!
Wait for a second.
Yo, don't lose your voice. I have to cancel future streams. Oh my God! I'm back. No, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Okay. All right. So I did leave the whatchamacallit? What's that thing called? The poll. Yeah, the poll. I left the poll up. So an hour ago, I put up Amazing Spider-Man, 110 votes in. Do at 36%. Do not at 21%. Wow. Getting Andrew, Toby, and Tom 20%. And 23% say I don't collect Spider-Man. And we're ending the poll there. Wow. 36% say do, and then 20% say getting Andrew, Toby, and Tom. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, see, everybody's divisive because here's the thing. We're getting so much at one moment. We got so many different Spider-Mans to pick from just Tom Holland alone. Right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people feel that red and blue suit that Tom Holland wore at the end of the film is the definitive suit. And a lot of people already placed their orders for it.
Yep. So now, you know what's cool though, Lou? I feel I think there's an influx of collectors that weren't gonna get involved with the No Way Home line until this got released for pre-order.
Oh yeah. I'm with you there. See me, I have everything locked in except for Doctor Strange and the Lizard diorama base.
Oh my god! Okay, I gotta remove this because the man, the myth, the legend, my boy, Martin, the master of memes, created the most ultimate meme to date. This is gonna be my new photo. This is gonna be my new photo now, guys. Are y'all ready? Y'all? Oh, dude, it's beautiful, man. This could be his creme de la creme. Could be his creme de la creme. The masterpiece.
His Mona Lisa.
His Mona Lisa. Yes.
I thought you were introducing Denobi for a second the way you were talking.
For real.
Hey, not gonna lie, you had me there in the first quarter.
I wanted to mess with people, but Martin, you are an artist. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's over. Let's get it. Somebody get me that in a 1/6 scale, please.
Oh my god, take my money, Martin. You are a legend, my guy. Wow.
Oh, bro.
This is gonna be my new photo now. I don't care. I'm doing it right now. Wow.
Martin, someone who has a 3D printer. Someone who has a 3D printer, you can make this happen.
Martin, post this on Cisco Survivor Guide, please. You need the community needs to know. The community needs to know. Oh my god, this is beautiful, man. Oh, perfect. Yep, right there. Profile picture right now. Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, I got another idea for you. Martin, go to when Grogu is being trained by Luke, specifically when he's being handed either the lightsaber or the vest. So make it so it's either the lightsaber or it's the hat.
I like that. That's actually pretty cool. Wow, that'd be pretty cool. They're giving Martin ideas now. Wow. Okay. Enough with the games. Let's go move on to back to Spider-Man, because we were just talking about Spider-Man. Yeah. So, guys, there are those that said this day. It's gone. It's gone. Why? Where's it go? There I go. There are those that said this day will never come. What are they to say now? There were collectors out there that thought that this was
people. You kept saying that. I was like, who are those people that are saying that?
Oh my god, man!
There's someone somewhere. We can find them if we put the time and effort into it.
There's two groups. So the actual Hot Toys Facebook group, right? The actual Hot Toys Facebook group, and then actually all Facebook groups for Hot Toys, but the main Hot Toys page. If you go to the comment section, everywhere in there is full collectors coming in saying that this wasn't coming out. So, because it took so long. As to why, my guess is because of the licensing issue. This is not a No Way Home piece. This is a Amazing Spider-Man piece from Sony. Unfortunately, I think that's why it took forever, because Hot Toys wanted it to be a No Way Home line figure. But there was this feud between I guess Hot Toys, Sony, and Marvel to make this a either No Way Home or Amazing Spider-Man. So
it's not just Hot Toys. SH Figure Arts also had an issue with that as well, with his likeness rights as far as him being Spider-Man. When they solicited, they originally showed the head sculpt of it, and then they quickly took those images down. Mm-hmm. So you only could get the figure, but it doesn't come with the head sculpt.
Yeah, because a lot of people forget that even though like Marvel and Sony, they signed a sharing agreement, that was for Tom Holland's iteration of Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Sony still has basically exclusive rights, not the merchandising rights, but the rights to basically sell off for anything related to Amazing Spider-Man and pretty much Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So Sony basically wanted their piece of the pie, their tax. So I think this is more Sony wanting their money than Marvel. Because again, Marvel's going to get paid either way. It's just Sony, the ones that looking for their piece of the pie, because they're only going to get 25%. So they need to get as much as they can for that limited, profit margin they have for this figured line.
So, Don,
generally speaking.
So, Don, and I feel that Tobey collectors came out but Tobey was able to get his with No Way Home. Why not Andrew? Because I think Andrew is more fresh, still a fresh contract from Sony versus Tobey.
Exactly, because
yes. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, exactly, because when they did the original breakup for Sony, back in the 90s, and again, real quick, Marvel was at the base of bankruptcy. So what they did is they basically sold off rights to specific characters and teams to different studios and television companies. So that's why, again, Universal has rights to anything solo Hulk. That's why, Fox had X-Men, Sony had Spider-Man. So there are so many different rights, and then when the Marvel Cinematic Universe came in, Marvel at that point only had certain rights to certain characters, and then Disney bought it. But still, there are certain long-standing contracts that legally have to remain in play because Disney bought Marvel with those contracts in play. Again, that's why Disney World cannot have anything Marvel aside from like Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, anything that wasn't included in the master sales contract in the 90s. That's why Universal Islands Adventure, that's why all the Marvel characters are there. So it's all based on the different contractors and what's called the legacy rights. Mm-hmm. So again, even in the 90s, when the contract originally was being done with Tobey, there were, merchandising rights. And essentially, if anything were going to get made, there's also issues of like legacy profits, kickbacks, all that stuff. So it's easier with Tobey because, like others are saying, it was an older contract, so the terms were probably easier to deal with. Tobey, then this Amazing Spider-Man came in. Then that's got to remember, that's when Hot Toys was getting a little bit bigger. That's when figures were more popular. They went from very, very niche to a little bit more mainstream, especially when the Amazing Spider-Man line came out.
Also, I think that honestly,
hell, they did it.
Last time we saw Tobey Maguire or anything, he probably didn't even care about his license as much. He didn't care as much because when was the last time we saw him in anything? Andrew Garfield has been doing a lot more stuff on Netflix and stuff like that, so chances are that had something to do with it also. He's been making more movies recently. Tobey Maguire does have a movie coming out on Apple TV, but since then, when have you seen Tobey Maguire in anything? He stepped away from acting pretty much, so he probably also didn't care as much as what Andrew Garfield did. He wanted to get a piece also.
Yeah, so. At the end of the day, the No Way Home line, it was a lot easier to acquire Tobey's license with the actual film line versus Andrew, because Andrew, he's still fresh. He still had a fresh contract with Sony, so of course they could not wiggle him into the No Way Home line. Unfortunately, I know people are going to be like very decisive about this, like crap, I'm going to be having OCD. I get it. I'm going to have that OCD too, but you'll be able to hide that by getting yourself that Lizard diorama set. You could do that, and there you go. There's no name tag or anything with that Dio base You know what I mean? Or that base for No Way Home, Amazing Spider-Man. The only thing that will stay with Amazing Spider-Man on the actual Dio base, not Dio base, but the actual base for Amazing Spider-Man. But if you move that Amazing Spider-Man over to the Lizard Dio base, there's your No Way Home line right there. That's how I'll do it. That's how I'll do it. And if you price this up correctly, which I did on Sideshow, it's pretty much the price of the No Way Home deluxe set of Toby and Sandman. If you buy this and the Lizard Dio together.
Yeah. And then what was the Doc Ock structural base and integrated suit? What was that, 455?
425.
Okay, so basically they're all, if you do the whole shebang for the other two figures, you're basically within $30 of the full set that came together.
Yeah.
So basically you're saying you're $1,700 for the full shebang for the three of them with diorama bases.
Yeah, hell, man.
$1,700 for
yeah,
three figures.
Man. Hell, man. We're not even including the villains at this point. You're screwed. You're screwed up. You're like me right now. You're the victim right now with me, guys, because I'm going all in on the villains. I'm going all in with the No Way Home line as far as like Toby, Andrew, and Spider-Man and Tom Holland. So I am screwed over, man. I'm at maybe $3,000 now with this line. If you math out everything with this No Way Home line, you're close to $3,000 out the door. That's what's crazy. Can you $3,000?
Well, we're not even talking about variants though. We potentially see with Toy Fair.
That's true too. So,
possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
You still got the video game line. If you're deep into Spider-Man, like I am, you still got the video game
Venom.
line.
Proper Venom. With
proper
symbiote emblem.
You know what I mean? And here's the thing. It's not just the PS5 Venom that's possible. They have so many other things they could tap into. As you see, these are classified as comic book line from Deadpool right here, Zombie Deadpool and the Armorized Deadpool. Mm-hmm. You also have the video game stuff that I was talking about before. You have the Venomized Deadpool. That right there is from Contest of Champions. Imagine that size of a Venom actually with the logo, just that big and massive.
Can we get like an Insomniac Wolverine from the video game?
Oh, that would be dope too. Oh my god! But they have to do it right. Give me a fight somebody. I'm gonna go with the shirts, lumberjack jacket, and the jeans and stuff. Give me it right. You know what I mean?
Flannel.
No, Capcom, Capcom, Iron Man, and Capcom War Machine with the proton cannon.
Yeah,
proton cannon in my Sunday best. Oh my god, bro! Just think about the possibilities. But if you look at the bases, they're just like, okay, these figures are not going to sell well if it's Sandman and the Lizard. Let's be honest. A lot of people aren't chasing the third parties as much, and they don't see a space for them in their collection. But having it as a diorama base interacted with the other Spider-Man is really a smart way of always trying to kind of fill in the void without hurting their pockets and hurting everyone else's pockets. Remember when the Lizard came out, we were estimating that the base was going to be $300 out the gate by itself. Now, look at it now. What is it, 160?
You mean the Lizard base, right?
The Lizard base, how much?
Yeah. I think 160, 165.
165. Yep.
So that's that's basically the armor on a discount. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, someone brought up in the comment section, which is better, the third-party Lizard or the Dio Lizard? At this point, it's up to your preference on what you want to go with figure-wise. This is just a Dio base. It's not a figure. It's a Dio base.
And space, too.
And space as well. It's a big ass piece right here.
Well, this is good though because you're getting this and you're not even getting half. Like for me, I'd rather have this because it fits in my space because I'm gonna make the Sinister Six. We talked about this, so like I want to have this and the Sandman kind of focal next to each other, and then behind him I want Green Goblin and like Doc Ock kind of hovered up, like flying above them. And then I have a nice an Electro. So because you got Electro, Green Goblin, and you have Doc Ock that can be hovering above them, like behind them, and you have a nice Sinister Six like display. So for me, it's cool having the lizard. Like I don't need all of the lizard. You know what I mean? Especially when you want to put together a Sinister Six collection. I don't need all the lizard. I don't need all of the Sandman. I just need a representation of them. So for me, these are perfect for my setup of what I got going on.
Yeah. See, I agree with that until they did the third party lizard, and I prefer the third party lizard head sculpt over the Hot Toys head sculpt. The Hot Toys head sculpt doesn't look accurate in comparison to this head sculpt, the third party. But, you know, to each their own and whatever you can afford in volume. You know, now that I have the third party, I don't need the base. And, you know, I thought about it, and it's nice. So let's say, for instance, Mr. Mom, he has basically the base that is the lizard. It has all the electricity in it. So let's say if you wanted to put Electro on that base, anyone else could do the same, and it would fit in your display. It would fit in your display like they're both chasing down a Spider-Man, and you could use a different diorama base or even one of the diamond bases that's all black and kind of put it underneath.
Like you see that flight pole that's on the lizard, the flight pole that's supposed to be like Spider-Man on him.
Yeah,
I would rather put Electro on him because you already got the electricity on the lizard. Yeah. How cool would that be? Is instead of putting Andrew on that flight pole, but you have Electro standing behind him with like his hands like that, so like they kind of go together. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll use the flight pole there and put Electro on him, and then I'll use the flight pole from the Sandman and put like someone else on him. So I make the whole villains all together as a group. So I'm not gonna interchange the Spider-Man and the villains. The Spider-Man, I'll probably keep them museum, kind of like I don't want to damage the suits. But like the villains, I'm gonna make a whole nice villain selection. So I think that look cool having Electro on that flight pole with his hands kind of out, and then you have the electricity on the lizard base. I think it'll look pretty sick.
So for me going forward, and Big Dog Pound 1 asks this question on the chat as well. Hey, Big Dog Pound 1, how you doing, bro? Woo!
Woo!
So woo! So will I be making my purchase of the third party or the Dio? For me, I'm gonna go with the Dio. It's gonna be set up. I haven't had pretty much an imagination of what I want to do with my setup for the Sinister Six setup with all the Dio bases, because the Sandman Dio and the Lizard Dio, I want to keep that theme going. I do like that third party figure because you actually can articulate it and have fun with it. This one is just a Dio base. So it just depends on the collector themselves. Like if you feel like you want to go forward with a Dio base and you don't want a more articulated lizard, then more power to you. Go for the Dio base. For me, I'm gonna go with the Dio base. If you're like a local Lou that loves the lizard and loves to pose up your figures and have the option, there you go. Go for the lizard third party. Because that's pretty much the benefit right there for that third party lizard, is that you're able to pose it.
Well, here's the other benefit of that. Let's say you're not collecting all of the Spider-Man stuff and you have that second chance to get yourself an amazing Spider-Man figure, and you can get the figure, and you want a lizard figure that kind of represents that specific movie, you can. It may not be accurate because in the movie he was wearing the first costume with the yellow lenses.
Yeah.
And the lab coat. But if you want a comic book style, you got the lab coat. It all depends on what you want. And nobody's collection is perfect. You know what I mean? You have what you want, you collect your way, you do what you want. Me, I love playing with my toys. I'm a big kid. Love it.
I got you, man. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. There's no better way to choose which is the best lizard. It's your own preference of what you want to go moving forward. Collect your way at this point. So Don Prime, what is your thoughts about the whole Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, and the Dio lizard base?
I mean, it's almost one of those things that seems like it was a workaround that they had to do it this way to establish it in the No Way Home line. But like the head does look a little off. It almost looks like a Goomba from the Super Mario Brothers movie with.
Yeah.
Somebody give it a
But then again, it's like it's a diorama base. It's not, you're not paying for a whole figure. I mean, you're getting what you're paying for. It's $160. It's essentially the same family as the Mark III construction set, where you only got like the upper half of the suit. It's meant to. It's an accessory piece for your collection. Except this just happens to be a display base that has so many different display options to enhance your collection. Like Mr. Mom saying, you could put Electro on this. You could put Mysterio on this. You could put any of the Spider-Mans on this. It's an option piece, and so you're paying for the option to have a partial display character that you will never get from Hot Toys as an official piece. This is the closest you're gonna get to it.
No, obviously, that's a good point, Don. And I do agree that it does look like a Goomba, though, like Local Lou was talking about. Yeah, he does look like a Goomba from freaking Mario movie. Yeah.
Just give him a harmonica and throw in a black coat around his neck. He looks like a Goomba.
Yeah. Nope, you're right. So Mr. Mom Collectibles, going forward, how you feel about the set? Are you picking up the No Way Home line? Are you dropping $3,000?
Don't say that out loud, because my wife.
Come on, man.
Yeah, No Way Home is probably like my swan song for Marvel, because I'm kind of Phase 4 really kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, in the sense of just there wasn't a lot. It was a train wreck, in my opinion, so I'm not really getting anything from Phase 4. So I always had intentions of this was like the last, of Marvel for a while. I'm kind of switching my focus off the Marvel IP over to like more Star Wars. I've been collecting Star Wars, but I'm backing off of like Marvel to go after more Star Wars, and then whatever DC is there, they're like not there. So yeah, these are. I got Andrew. I still have to get the Lizard base. I wasn't surprised that. I was more shocked that it went up for PO like Saturday night versus anything. I expected them to make the deal to happen. I mean, how could they not give us, Andrew? I'm not surprised of the workaround. I'm not upset by it. Hot Toys did what they had to do. They kind of had their balls in a vice in a way, and they just did what they did to get it done. So I'm not upset about that. I was shocked that like Saturday night it was like, oh, he's up for pre-order. I got the emails, and we all started just pre-ordering it. So I was kind of surprised. That goes to show you that like the deal was just trying to get it done. They weren't setting it for a specific like Tuesday. It was up when they got it ready to go. They got it up. So
yeah, it was Friday night, but it was
Friday
so
night. Saturday night it was.
But no, but it was St. Patrick's Day. So literally, like half the people who are celebrating, they're getting emails. They're already like 3 or 4 back.
Yeah, sorry, Saturday night. It was Friday night.
So, no, it's just I find it funny. It was time, so like people were already partying. They're gonna be like, oh, bye.
Yeah, it was Friday night. Sorry, I got the days mixed up. But nevertheless, but no, I like it a lot. I mean, I'm happy for everyone's getting it. The base is, like you said, the base is going to be an option. It's no different than the Toby one. Like, do you want the figure by itself, or how you want your display going to be? Me, like I said, I'm doing the Sinister Six unintentionally. I already got Mysterio. I got the Toys Era Green Goblin. Doc Ock's going to be start payments next month. Got Electro, so it's they're going to fall in line. And like I said, I'm going to display the 3 guys in a museum style on risers, like together. I still have to get the integrated suit. And so that's really it for me. And then, that's pretty much the only Marvel figures that I'll probably get that are on my radar, aside from the No Way Home series, is going to be Dead Strange. And I want a version of Scarlet Witch, either the Multiverse of Madness, which is probably going to be that one, honestly, because she has a nice diorama set up. Those are the only 2. Outside of that, Marvel, they got and Black Panther, sorry. Those are the only ones outside of that. After that, Marvel, I'm kind of... It's got to be something to wow me, really, so to speak. Yeah. But no, I really like it a lot, and and the thing about it is that like the diorama, if you want the diorama, you want the serum, you got to get the diorama if you want the serum with it that he used. So it's kind of like they do have you kind of in a way, but I'm not shocked by it. Nothing surprised me except for Friday night. It was like, oh, email started coming up. Oh, I guess I'll pre-order it. Other than that, I wasn't surprised about anything.
This base scares me. It's a Goomba. Of course it scares you. Nah, but real talk though, I do like the fact that Hot
And
Toys
also,
does-
isn't it July too? It's right around. It's not that far away either. It's
It's
July.
from
That's
July.
the thing.
Oh
Comes
wow,
up. It's
that's
July to
right.
December. So it ain't like one of those where you got another year on it. It's coming out pretty. It's coming out soon or expected. Obviously, it could be delayed, but expected.
So, all right, which one has the latest MMS number? Is it going to be this one, or is it the red and blue suit?
We don't know.
Yeah.
What did you ask? I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I was calling.
The latest MMS number.
Well, yeah, in the line of MMS number, which is that later than this? Because there's
I don't
some.
know because we're approaching MMS 700 fast. We're in the
Yeah,
690s.
exactly.
Like 690. I mean, we've been saying it for weeks. We're like in the high 690s. I don't know where we're at right now.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Titan. Que la que mi gente linda, boricua huepa dominicana. Hey, what's up? So, I guess let me see. I guess we'll be seeing someone asked if we're gonna be seeing these villains coming out pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing these figures come pouring in through the summer. Oh my god, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt us financially at that
Like
point.
Doc Ock, I'm starting payments next month on Doc Ock, and then I think Electro was like a month after, 2 months after.
Yep, exactly. Oh man, it's going to be a fun time.
The one thing I am enjoying about Hot Toys now is that they are giving us options to whether or not you want a Dio base or not. They could have just threw this out there as a Dio base and called it a day. Like, yeah, you know what? If you want Spider-Man and Dio base, you gotta buy it all freaking together at one freaking price. If you don't want the Dio base, you can just go buy Spider-Man by himself, and that's what they've been doing with these several of these Spider-Man. They could have just drained us completely with just like there's no other option for you. You gotta buy the whole figure with the Dio for $500. Take it or leave it. But at least Hot Toys giving us a chance to choose whether or not you want the Dio base with your figure or not. So. Yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be one expensive line, and hey, more power to everyone that's going with me on this ride of debt with Hot Toys, with Howie. All right, broke ass poor. Let's go. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Got a house full of shippers.
Yeah,
The house
full of shippers.
The house is made of shippers.
Yep.
And you know what? This isn't even phase one of the Spider-Man, Spider-Woman universe we're gonna get hit, because second Spider-Verse movie comes out this year, right?
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so this is just the beginning of the onslaught of Spider-Man and Spider-Women and Spider-Whatevers.
Spare change. Yeah, you gotta be with me in the train station asking for change. I'm with you. Change.
So you guys start doing some great dances.
Change. That's gonna be me. Okay. So David Z with the $5 super chat, y'all. All right, and the $10 super chat by Dalton O'Kane. Okay. It's raining super chats. Hallelujah! It's raining super chats. So David Z, $5 super chat. Just give me the Spider-Man figures. I wanted both of them for a long time. No base, just 3 guys. Awesome. Good day, gang. Great to see all of y'all. Great to see you too, David Z. And yeah, I agree. Like Hot Toys, they give you the opportunity just to get the figures. You don't need the Dio base. You don't need that in your life. You can just go with the regular squad and go home, be happy, save money. At least they're giving us that option, okay? Like we're gonna screw you over, but at least they give you a choice of how you want to get screwed over, right?
Remember,
hey, people pay good money for that one industry and another, so.
Yeah. Damn. What are you trying to say, Loop?
Nah, rule number 3, collect your way.
Collect your way at this point. Nope, you're right. And Jonathan O'Kane with the $10 super chat, y'all. I sacrifice the whole No Way Home line to focus primarily on Star Wars. Oh my god! What a sacrifice, y'all. What a sacrifice. Sacrilege. No, it's sacrifice. You got to sacrifice something. We can't collect them all, right?
Yes,
I still collect some Marvel, DC, Back to the Future, and Transformers, but my passion is for Star Wars. The 40th return line will not be cheap. Thanks for all you do. Goat this man! Hashtag! Oh, you know what? We gotta deliver the goats. You know,
Get this man a goat.
Yeah, exactly.
These gifts, as is tradition, the protectors of our world are bestowed with great beasts. Giant goats! Oh, look at...
Real talk though, I'm still waiting for my damn goats, Hot Toys. Where are my goats? Where is my Ravager Thor with his goats? And where is Korg? Yeah, where is that?
You have a better chance of getting yourself a Bantha.
I'll take that too. I'll take the Bantha too. I'll take the Bantha and a Dewback. I mean, like, if 50th anniversary Star Wars New Hope is an opportunity for give us a Bantha or a Dewback, I'll take it. Man, give me a Dewback with a Sand Trooper on it. Let's go.
Dude. Rancor
for Return of the Jedi 40th. Oh my god, that'd be perfect. I would scream out Rancor, but my throat is killing me. Someone in the panel, scream out Rancor for me, please.
Rancor!
No. Can I say it, Nate? At this point, it's not a spoiler, right?
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
It's not a
spoiler. Go ahead.
Rancor versus Mythosaur!
Oh man, I wish I could use my freaking voice right now. I can't. Oh my god. Mythosaur. Let's go. Rooted hair.
No, the battle to end all battles. The knockout on Tatooine in front of the old queen. You got the Rancor versus the Mythosaur.
Oh shit, Don spitting bars. Oh shit.
No, I'm just trying to be rhyming. Yeah, I can't rap. Yeah, I'm white, so I'm not Eminem.
He's spitting bars.
Oh man! Don't forget Spider-Man 2 video game. Oh my god! Why do you have to say that?
That's what we was talking about earlier.
Oh god!
Yep,
we were talking about that earlier for Venom because
that Venom's gonna be good.
And Miles get new suits in that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's revamped versions of the advanced suit and his classic suit for Miles, but we still haven't tapped into all of the suits that are for both Miles and Spider-Man. And I don't think we are going to get all of them. I think we're just getting, the flavor of the year, and it'll just sit on Sideshow for the next 5 to 10 years. Look at 2099. It's still there.
Wow. Yep, you're right. So, all right. So, 9 minutes in, 43 votes. Spider-Man No Way Home line, $3,000 complete. All right? Oof. That's pretty much about the price you're looking at for the complete line. 30% say must collect all No Way Homes. 19% say hell to the nah. 33% say picking and choosing. Okay. Wow, 33%, 30% say collect all No Way Homes, but picking and choosing is at 34, 33. That's interesting. So you're.
Well, I guess because also a lot of people like me, I'm not getting Doctor Strange, so because that's going to count. If you're going to go all in, you got to get Strange. But a lot of people I know are switching to that multiverse of madness. So.
Yeah. So at $3,000 for the whole line, you're gonna have to pick and choose then at this point if you don't want to go all in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, picking and choosing seems more reasonable at 35%. Actually, it went from 28% must collect all No Way Home to now from 30 to 28, and now picking and choosing that's 35. Wow. Okay.
Also the Goblin, even Goblin. Like a lot of people are going to choose Hobo Goblin over a clean Goblin, or maybe both.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, going to the panel.
You know who I would love to see on that 30?
What's up? Who?
He's freezing.
Mark Oh, me and Mr. Mom were talking about that. Mr. Mom were talking about that. We might see that for 25% at some point. If it lasts that long,
I'll buy that real quick.
Yeah.
If it lasts that long. But what you gonna say, Nate?
No, me and Mr. Mom were talking about that earlier today. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like we can definitely see Mark 1 hit that 25-30% off at some point because if it lasts that long. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I got him for a deal too because I used some reward points on it, so I'm good on it. But for those of you that wait this long, hey, more power to you. You're probably gonna get that for a discount. So Mr. Mom Collectibles, are you gonna go all in? Or you gonna pick and choose?
No, I'm picking and choosing. I'm not getting Doctor Strange. I'm not getting. I'm just gonna get the Spider-Man. And I'm also not getting the clean Goblin. I already have the Toys era Green Goblin, and it's so good that like I can't justify getting the Hot Toys clean one, or I passed on it already. So I'm skipping Doctor Strange, and then I'm also gonna skip the clean Goblin and just get the final version Goblin. So I'll get the 3 Spider-Man, Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I think Local Lou lost connection, so we'll ask him later. For me, I'm gonna go all in. I know it's ridiculous, but yeah.
You wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't have any other way, right? Yeah. This is.
I'd be shocked if you said you were picking and choosing. I think I'd have a panic attack.
This is gonna hurt me. This is gonna hurt me, man. But it is what it. No Way Home was really the sequel to Endgame at this point, as far as like the epic and fan service that film was to a lot of fans out there. They wanted to see Toby, Andrew, and Tom Holland together on film for the first time.
If you think about it, like we got like from the major IPs, you got No Way Home, right? I'm talking about from figures, cost. You got No Way Home. You had Attack of the Clones from Star Wars, Phase 1 and 2. Then you have The Flash coming out, which is going to be ridiculous. Then you have Return of the Jedi coming out. It's just like these are huge, massive drops. You know what I mean? This isn't like 1 or 2 figures per IP and then call it a day. These are like massive drops happening over a span of a year and a half. These are massive. Like you said, $3,000 for 6 or 7 figures. I mean, it's like that's so insane.
It is, man. It is. You price it up, you're close to $3,000.
I talk about Return of the Jedi. Say you do Return of the Jedi and they do 15 figures, because I think that's what they're going to do. Clones did 13, 14. What's 15 times the average cost of $300 a figure? Just say 300 is the average. I mean, that's another couple grand right there. That's over 3,000. That's, it's like, oh man. And then the Flash.
It's $5,000.
Yeah. Minimum.
It's $5,000.
Minimum.
15 times 300 is about $5,000. So
minimum.
You're close. It's a little lower than $5,000. It's like 45, 46.
And then Flash is probably going to be 5 or 6 figures. A minimum. Minimum. Not mentioning vehicles.
Yeah. So yeah, we're this is not. We're in the end game now, guys. There's no games right now. We're in the end game for our wallets at this point. But all right. I think we're done with Spider-Man. I think we had fun. Anybody else want to say anything else before we move on? Because we have one more subject to hit up. We're all good? Everyone said their piece? All right, cool. All right, I'm ending the poll now. Spider-Man No Way Home line, $3,000. Must collect No Way Home, 25%. Hell Nah at 16%. Hell to the Nah. Picking and choosing 38%, and don't collect Spider-Man 20%. All right, we're ending the poll there. All right, let's move on to our next subject for today, guys. And let me go over to the my sharing stuff. Let me see. Where is that beautiful piece? And I hear myself. There you go. That's the piece I'm talking about right there. Cool. So they released. Finally, the quarter scale Dark Knight Rises figure, and I'm like, wow, this piece, man. I gotta say one thing about this piece. They de-aged my boy from the prototype to the point where he does look like the Bale in Dark Knight Rises, because Dark Knight Rises Batman, he aged up since Dark Knight, and I like that. The Dark Knight prototype was a little bit too, not too young, but he was on the young side to the point where he was Dark Knight Bale. But I like the fact they de-aged him a bit in the actual final productions, because he looks like the age that he is in the Dark Knight Rises, and I'm like, I'm all for it. I'm like, I still would have picked up the Dark Knight Rises quarter scale, even if the head sculpt still stayed the same age as it was in the prototype. But here, they did a good job at the age and the character a bit more, just to match up to his looks in Dark Knight Rises. But I want to hear your thoughts on it. Let's go move on forward. Mr. Montclair, what do you think about the quarter scale Batman?
I think it's gorgeous. It's I'm not gonna get it because I'm not, I did have a couple quarter scales. I got rid of them just because they don't fit, for what I'm doing. But I don't have a negative thing to say about it. It is a gorgeous piece. The base, the base, even people were talking about it from day one. The base is amazing. I love the base, the gargoyle base with the three the villains. I absolutely love that display. It looks fantastic. The mouthpieces I always laugh at them. I mean, Bale makes the goofiest faces, but they're accurate to Bale. I mean, nothing is, I can't help but say it. They're goofy as anything, but they're accurate. Yeah, and to read what Matt says in the comments, yeah, where is our Batfleck quarter scale BVS Batman? Where is that? I will get that if they do a Ben Affleck BVS quarter scale or 89 Batman. So let's give representation to the better Batman.
That's actually pretty cool. Just to think about it. Damn.
Imagine a BVS. Yeah. But no, it's great. The sculpt looks phenomenal. It looks really good. Hair looks a little dark in some photos, like nothing, not to be picky. It could be the lighting. Like it looks a little darker than it should be. I'm not really sure if, could just be the lighting. But like that right there, it's you can't complain. There's nothing to complain. It's so great. The cape looks good, drapes really well. I did like the Joker tease in one of those photos, the using the I guess the quarter scale Joker when he has him on the ground punching him. That's a nice little touch that they added for that. So I don't know if that's just a little. I know they do that sometimes, but yeah, I know. Even if you're not getting this, and you probably wouldn't be getting it because of either he's either not your Batman or obviously space. I've had a quarter scale. I had I had the Mark III originally, and then I sold it just for space and stuff. So but I do love that figure. I do have the DX19 in my collection, so it looks nice. But yeah, it looks a great figure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they did a fantastic job. They've always nailed the Bale. But what I loved about this piece, though, like I said, they de-aged him. They aged him, not de-aged him, but they aged him up upped him in the aging process, in the actual final productions, because he was a little too young in the prototype to the point where it was Dark Knight figure, which you can still rock this as Dark Knight, but this is a Dark Knight Rises piece. So honestly, I'm all for it. Like Hot Toys, you did a fantastic job with this Bale. You aged him up just a bit more, so he looks like the age that he is in Dark Knight Rises. And of course, Mr. Mom said that base is gorgeous. Oh, wow, that quarter scale tease! Look at that. Yeah, I just noticed this. Wow,
you never saw that photo?
No, yeah.
Or you just realizing it now? That's a quarter scale Joker.
No. I just realizing they had the tease for the Joker in here. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you saw this photo. Yeah.
No. This is the first time seeing the actual complete photos. I only saw the first two photos, and then that because I was sick throughout the week and I was like working overtime, so I didn't have time to actually look at these photos. And now I'm like looking at them, like, damn, they did throw in the Joker in here, the quarter scale Joker. I'm not saying they're going to do another 2.0
No, but it's
Joker.
a nice touch.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
That's a meme. Hot Toys versus In Art. Oh my God, Iron King, you hilarious.
That is funny.
Print it.
So, yeah, I do like the base, the gargoyle base. It screams out for any figure, honestly. You can use this gargoyle base for anybody. You don't need this. You could even use this gargoyle base for a 1/6 scale Batman. Not this. Yeah, you can. You can.
I was just I think you were gonna go where I was gonna go, so I'll let you take it. I don't want to steal your thunder.
No. Go ahead, Don. Go.
All right,
I'm sharing. I'm sharing is caring.
89 Batman.
Ah.
We've already seen potential teases for a Joker 89 2.0, specifically the poses, the accessories we're getting. So this could also serve as that church in the end scene.
Wow. Oh, this will work for Daredevil as well. Yeah. This is really cool. Honestly, this is a really cool setup here.
You know what, too?
What's up?
Like the Eagle. If you have Judge Dredd figures, if you flip it, the Eagle could almost be like the Hall of Justice.
Don Prime, stop the FOMO. Oh my god, what FOMO? What FOMO? Oh, no. Real talk. It looks great. We're just bouncing off ideas because, honestly, you don't necessarily need to use this for your quarter scale Batman. You could use it for anybody. Anybody within the, DC and Marvel line. Hell, you could, like Don said, you could use this for Judge Dredd if you wanted to. You can use this for Spider-Man? Yeah. You could use this gargoyle for Spider-Man as well. Yeah. Ooh, NECA gargoyles. Ooh, wow. Predator 2? Wow.
Yeah.
Yo.
City Hunter. He's in town for a few days to hunt.
Yo, I love these ideas that people are bouncing around. The base works for anybody at this point, man. Shoot. Wow. It looks great, though. I think this is the best part about this figure is the base. But even though the figure is gorgeous, though, he's still coming home. You can use this. I honestly ain't going to use this base for my Batman. I'm going to use this base for somebody else, honestly. That's my decision. I'm going to use this base for somebody else in my collection. So
would you say the base outdid the figure?
No, I think it's a balance. I think it's a balance. But I can't say I think it's a balance because I'm still getting this. I don't want to spend $600 on just the base alone, right? I want to spend it on the actual figure, right? But the base, though, it's really like pushing that envelope to where I'm like, damn. At this point, collectors might just get this base and buy it, separately. They don't necessarily want the bale; they want the base. That's one of those opportunities where you're like, damn, the collectors might just want to just get the base and that's it.
Yeah, the base might actually have more. Like people might, like you be saying, they might be buying the Batman and they'll part it out because overall, as a collectible piece, the base actually has far more value to the everyday, normal Hot Toys collector than the actual figure does. Because again, we collect normally 1/6. I have a few quarter scale, and so when I see this, I know how big the base is. You can legitimately fit 2 to 3 figures on here comfortably, 1/6 scale, if not more.
Oh my god! I just realized something. This base, because you just said that, you can, because it's a base made for a quarter scale with the spacing, you could probably fit all 3 Spider-Man on top of this base. With different poses. Play around with the poses? Yeah.
If it's similar or even bigger than like the Mando base, absolutely. You could fit 3 on, no problem.
Or it'd be pretty cool to have it flipped. It'd be cool to have it flipped the other way, where you had they have it etched with all 3 villains. If you had a Bane, you had a Joker, and you had I think they did like a third party Ra's al Ghul. You had all 3 of them sitting on the base.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool too. A lot of versatility to it though. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, this thing's probably going to be like BOGO on Sideshow. I mean, I don't see it.
Okay. So the man, the myth, the legend, no fake out this time. Shinobi 2 had asked, will we be seeing this as a daily deal in the future? I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't sold out yet or blue screen yet and it's coming in stock now. I wouldn't be surprised in the future we see this at a 20%, 25%, maybe 30%, along with the quarter scale Mando that's been up on daily deals forever. So I wouldn't be surprised. I say just be patient.
10% $5 shipping.
Yeah, be patient and also play the blue screen game. If you want to play the discount game with this figure, I say make sure you stay on top of the blue screen. Because if this blue screens, then you're like, okay, the 25 and 30% off, that's not going to happen. Because it's going to sell out within, but he's still got 2 SKUs with this. So for me, I'm gonna play the weight game on this. I want to see how long I can last to the point where I can get 20% or 30% on this. 20%, 25% will be my freaking gravy point for this purchase. So I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna play the discount game. You know me at discounts. I love my discount codes. I love my coupons. So it's like the Nobi. I love flipping them. So what say you guys?
Nate, do you have any quarter scales?
Yes, I have the quarter scale Darth Vader from Return of the Jedi.
Ooh. That's a beautiful piece. That's a
What?
beautiful piece, man.
Was there a follow-up question to that?
No. I was just wondering because I know probably one of the biggest things to it. I'm sorry, but it's just going to be people, space and the amount of money that it is. Because for some, the amount of money if you buy it at retail plus tax and shipping, you're probably looking at 1 or 2 Hot Toys, 6 scale. And then the biggest thing from other streams that I've watched is just the space because I feel like with this figure, like I said, I had the Iron Man Mark III, and I worked it into my display with other Iron Man figures around it. But this piece with this base really needs to be, in my opinion, a nice centerpiece. Like if you had a floating shelf, put it on a shelf somewhere, dedicate some nice space to it. I don't really see this being something inside a Magic case, depending on if you have enough space. I don't know. Obviously you can adjust it. But I just think that this deserves to have some really nice dedicated collection space to it. That maybe not many people have, because I know with quarter scales, like when I had the Mark III, I displayed it without the base to give me height to get it inside of DTOF, even when I had to adjust the shelves a little bit, because even with the display, raised it up. I can't see a lot of people doing this without the base. The base looks so good.
Oh my God, Single Star Rider just dropped some heat.
Yeah.
What about the Vulture posed up on that base? Can you imagine the Vulture just squatted on the freaking base, bruh? Yo.
Or Venom.
Or Venom? Yeah.
Or Carnage.
Ooh, yeah.
Any figure could go on top of there that chills above the city skyscrapers.
Dude, lots of great ideas today. Lots of great ideas. So, Local Lou, hit us with some love here, man. How you feel about this figure? How you feel about the base?
If the figure is anything like the DX19, bro, it's awesome. It's awesome. Right now, the images that they're showing, it's phenomenal. There's nothing to downplay on this figure. And like I said before, did the base outdo the figure? Or is it a balance like you were saying earlier? And this is one of those things like, imagine if this was a 6 scale item. That small little base would be nice too. But that diorama base is so nice that if you're collecting even the 12 scale stuff, you can get yourself a bunch of army and ninjas chilling right on top with Ra's al Ghul just sitting there with his arms behind his back and just have like a couple of the ninjas, climbing down where all the statue portraits are of all the villains. That's a nice way to display as well. Like, there's so many avenues to display just the diorama base itself. But also, if you have the Joker quarter scale, with that, that's a match made in Hot Toys heaven. You know what I mean? And going back to what Mr. Moms was saying, this is that centerpiece that it looks like it was meant to be in a museum above standing level. Like, not where you're sitting down admiring it, but if you're standing up and you're looking around, you're checking all the details. So it's like literally like a little bit below your chest. Sitting at that being the base, and you're looking at all the details on it and around. But I don't know no one who does that in their crib or in their collecting room. I've seen it done in museums, but dude, imagine that in the collecting room. Like a module case that's dead in the center, and you're admiring this piece that's probably on a Lazy Susan spinning around, so you can admire the entire thing.
Yeah, they knocked it out of the park with this quarter scale, especially with the base, with the body, with the damn freaking head sculpt on here. Hell, they even throw you in a Dio bust for your head sculpt or your helmet if you don't want to interchange different head sculpts or different helmets. I think that's a pretty cool option as well. They did that for Venom and Carnage setup as well for the deluxe set. I hope going forward they offer that to us. More busts, more deals for these purchases because we're paying so much more now. Sprinkle in some, some knickknacks here and there that we can actually utilize, for our other figures and what have you. I think it's nice. I think it's real nice.
Nate, what do we got? Like 10 minutes left? 11 minutes?
Oh yeah, we got about 10 minutes left.
Okay.
And so Don, anything you want to say before we start wrapping things up?
I think it's a beautiful figure. I have DX19, like others have said. So it's really and then Mr. Mom saying, it's about space. It's how you're going to display it. How does it fit in your collection? Again, fortunately, I have space, and again, I have my 3 quarter scales all together, but they're not in a mod case. They're in an IKEA piece. Just fortunate enough to I find one where I can fit them in, and they all look aesthetically within the collection correctly. But I don't have to stick them in the 1/6 scale. So, they each have their own scale. But again, if you already have the quarter scale Joker, this is almost a must buy. Because again, you could put them on the base fighting potentially as well. So the head sculpt looks amazing, like you're saying. From the prototype, the updates look great. The cape looks great. The accessories look great. And it literally looks like it's an upscaled version of DX19 because he's got the sonar eyes, he's got the EMP cannon. I mean, the only thing I could have think that's better is if they somehow did a base where, part of the Bat Pod was included in it. Like with the Iron Man Mark III, you've got part of the Ironmonger, and then with the Mando, you have part of the remains of IG-11, and then you got another Mando helmet that you can actually remove and put it on the figure itself as an alternate head sculpt,
Yeah.
Or helmet sculpt.
So, final few thoughts before we head out. Those of you that are considering going for this quarter scale Batman, right? Whether you're getting a discounted price or getting a day one pre-order, what have you, more power to you. At the end of the day, a figure like this demands respect, demands space. It is a quarter scale piece. On top of that, it's a quarter scale base. You're already, as Don was showing right now.
Yeah, so if you want
how much? Yeah.
Yeah, so those are 3 quarter scale figures right there. It's the Mark III, the Mark 42, and the quarter scale Mando. So again, if you want to make it larger, it's literally holding 2/3 of a IKEA case.
Yep. So I luckily at the very beginning of my collecting journey, I did pick up certain display cases that were larger than your typical DTOF, but it looks like a DTOF, but it's more pristine, more flashy. That's the one I have sort of behind me here. You can't really see it. Son of a, damn it, there you go. You can't really see it because these guys are blocking the shot. My Boba Fett arena's blocking the shot, but behind them is this nice fancy little display case. It's called the Kilbo or something. They don't. It's not being sold by IKEA anymore. They discontinued it years ago. But I have the quarter scale Darth Vader behind, overshadowing my shrine of Darth Vaders and my Darth Side Anakin. And below that is a Hulkbuster overshadowing my Mark 7 down here. So going forward, you will need to understand the space that's needed to display a quarter scale. It takes up a lot more space than your typical Hot Toy 1/6. And we're not talking about vehicles, okay? Vehicles at that point just have their own type of respect when it comes to spacing. But you're going into quarter scales, you gotta understand space is very important when it comes to quarter scales. You don't want to be in a situation where you get it and you're like, how am I going to display it? And then there's collectors out there I've seen that buy the quarter scales, right? And then a few months later, they put it on Facebook Marketplace or eBay saying that, hey, you know what? I did not have the proper space for this. I did not realize how big this piece was. And it looks weird. There's people out there that keep asking on Facebook, how do I display a quarter scale? Because I still having issues trying to display it. So before you spend that $600, understand what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, I mean, and as weird as this sounds, if you have one quarter scale figure and that's your centerpiece, that's great. But if you actually get more than one, like say if you get 2 quarter scale figures and you have the space and you display them next to each other, they look great. That's your centerpiece. But you also want to display them away from your other, scale figures. If you collect, 1/6 scale, you want all those figures, especially the representations that you have for quarter scale, you want them to be in their own little display. And then if you collect, other lines like 1/12 or again Masterpiece Transformers, again everything needs to have its own display. You might want to, it's fine potentially to display different lines within the same scale, but once you start, merging different scales, unless it's like a specific display for like Iron Man or Batman, it just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. That's my 2 cents. But again, like you have to curate your display. You have to know what you're getting. You have to do the research. And again, doing the correct research in the long run will save you the money. If you put the time in as far as investing, knowing what you have, doing the measurements, looking at potential options, how you're going to display it. You're going to go Moducase, you're going to go to IKEA, you're going to go the Mr. Mom route, you're going to go to Home Depot, you're going to get some muscle racks and order the custom. It all depends on you, but again, if you're going to spend the money for the figures, at a certain point, you have to invest the time and money in how you display them. And one of those is also what are you getting to display?
That's true. My idea was I wanted my quarter scale Darth Vader Return of Jedi to look over my collection of Darth Vaders and Darth Anakin. But anyway, we are nearing the end of the stream. I do want to go down the list to our boys, Mr. Mon Collectible and Local Lou. What you guys got going for yourselves for this week? And shout out your channel.
I know for me, I'm working on my displays actually behind me. I'm kind of cleaning all USB powered since having the DeLorean. So I mean, obviously there's issues with that. It can't stay plugged in, but but anything that can be lit up, I've been running USB through everything, so it's all USB like capable. So I've really just been focusing on that because I want to do an updated collection room tour, and I also want to do a video about how I built the racks behind me like my own way, taking cues from certain other people, but like doing my own twist on a couple things. So I've been just focusing on cleaning up my display. I don't have any new figures coming in or anything like that. Like I said, the only thing I have hopefully coming in is the 66 Cesar Romero Joker. I got that paid today, so I'm hoping to get that in relatively soon. But outside of that, just doing collection room cleanups kind of stuff. All the DeLorean stuff is kind of over, until another round of stuff comes. But I'm just doing collection room cleanup and stuff like that. And I want to just film a couple of things like that. So that's what I've going on. Kind of taking a low-key break, so to speak.
Copy that. And
doing a lot of Instagram photos, actually. I've been doing more Instagram photos, doing a lot more stuff. The weather's been good. I've been outside doing a lot more photos on Instagram. So I kind of been switching from YouTube to Instagram. So I'm doing a lot more Instagram stuff. If anyone wants to check out my photography and stuff, I've been doing a lot more of that lately. So.
All right. Local Lou, what you got going for yourself, man?
Oh, man. More work. Collecting and getting ready for this wedding. So my brain has been more focused on the wedding than anything else, because July 8th is the day and it's right around the corner, man. And I've said it before, once it gets closer and closer and closer, things start to die down. Even Half Shell Saturday took a backseat. So
I got you,
things
man.
will be popping up. I think I'm gonna do uh I think I'm gonna do a live just showing off all my pool collection. So every 6 scale Deadpool collection or related figure to Deadpool, that'll be done on a live stream, and I'll probably do it on a Thursday maybe. That's the best. But you could catch me on S Beams, here Geeking Out, Maz, Brother Cousins, and 6 scale man on Figure Flux Friday, and just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. If there's anything new coming up with new in regards to films and whatnot, in regards to the Turtles, going up. So stay tuned.
All right, thank you, Local Lou. All right, guys, we're pretty much nearing the final seconds of the stream. Thank you all for watching, and remember, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in this freaking gas. Yeah, man, whap us with you, always.
Jamba, folks.
Yeah, it's... I guess at this point, with all these purchases, we just gotta make it hard!
Got your stick? Oh! Beat him up! Make him hard! Ready! Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown.